Hello Virgo, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I will be doing your May 10th to the 16th, 2021 Love and Relationships reading. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Virgo. Well, we have the King of Swords. Someone's feeling like they need to, you think you've been missing out on, relationships or, not just, I think you've backed yourself away from friends and family. Someone here is, it could have to do with the pandemic. I'm feeling a little like you're a little scared about catching it. But I think that somebody hurt you. It feels like somebody hurt you, and you've retreated from even, you feel like anybody, may have been a traumatic situation as well with this whatever breakup or something to do with a family member, maybe a friend, somebody close to you. I feel like somebody close to the heart did you wrong, and now you got this guard up, and this was a while ago. It feels like I mean, it could have been sooner, but I feel like a few years ago, maybe even longer, and you are holding and harboring, holding your heart close to you, and you don't want to, it feels like you don't want to give out yourself totally to someone else, because of this. This person was close, they knew everything about you, and, come to find out they did you wrong. Yeah, look at this. Three of Swords in the reverse. I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that this is, this was a while ago. With it being the verse, it's making me feel like long ago. Something long ago is still affecting you. That's what it feels like. You're kind of trapped in it. Someone else, I feel, is on a defensive here. I feel like you don't want your heart broken. It hasn't happened yet. I feel like you're in a relationship. The possibility of being in a relationship. Or I have a third feeling coming on here, like you've seen other people, you may have seen like a divorce, bad divorce from parents, possibly, seen bad relationships come and go, you know, your eyes, but through, other people and watching what they did, and you've seen many number of things, whoever this is that I'm talking to here. You've seen relationships go wrong over and over. Not your own, but as much as other people's. So you've been in right in there seeing what's going on, and it's made you be on guard, even though you haven't went through it yet. Blocking. I feel like there's a lot of you blocking love right now. There are opportunities that have arisen across the board, and you don't see them for what they are, because it's like here, I'll keep my heart shielded. Let's keep my shield up. That way, nothing can penetrate my heart, and I can keep living. But that's not living either. It's more of getting along, just getting along with yourself, and I feel like you there's some lonely nights as well. I have to say, I feel like somebody's lonely on a couch sometimes. Some of you may even be working at home, so and then when you're off your clock, you're sitting there watching Netflix by yourself, which isn't a bad thing because I do that. I binge on all kinds of stuff on Netflix. I'll do whole seasons, man, overnight. But which I haven't been able to do in a while. But it's not good socially if you're not talking to other people, at least getting out of the house. Someone's got their groceries coming to the house as well because you feel like you don't have time to go do it, but that's making so you don't get out of the house. Be very leery of the effect that it has on the mind, and that could cause you to spiral down a hole of depression. So just be mindful of that. So I felt I need to tell someone that. The Ace of Swords. It feels like a there's a lot of swords here. You guys might be dealing with a an air sign. Someone here is dealing with an air sign for sure. When it comes to heartbreak, or you know, matters of the heart, it feels like it's not only telling this story about past hurts, but I feel like there's air in there with all these swords. So your ex may have been an air sign or had air placements. I feel like Spirit is trying to come in here, though, and they want you to, instead of, like, bringing the hand in, like I see most of the time, I feel like they're taking the sword away. Like, they're pulling it back. They're telling you to let that guard down a little bit because you've got some love that's trying to come in here. And sometimes you protect your heart so well that you don't let good in either. That's what it feels like. It's very powerful. I feel like Spirit is saying, you know, look at this. 8 of Swords. Something's coming in here. I think that you are getting struck with the love bug. Sorry, but that's what it feels like. That is what it feels like. Someone's got a situation coming in here. You just let that guard down for 1 minute, and this situation's gonna come in for you guys. You have to allow it. You can't keep the guards up. And you know what this is reminding me of? This this 3 of Swords is reminding me. You ever when you watch those movies with the tyrants, how tyrants will be decapitating, this sounds terrible, but decapitating the heads of people and then sticking them on stakes outside of their, like, castle or whatever to warn others, or to, you know, wherever they battle at, to warn others against coming there or letting them know how bad they are. That's what it feels like with this. It feels like you've stuck these swords through your own heart and placed them out in front of you, like one of those kind of things. Like it's like to ward off love, though, instead of enemies. You've made love your enemy. In other words, I suppose that would have been easier to say, but that's what it made me feel like, is that post with that decapitated head on it. Here it is, your heart, though, as a warning to others not to come around. Open up for just a second, even a second. Let some good in, and you're going to have something just pour right into you. Let's see what else here for you, Virgo. I feel like there's a lot of love that can be access to here, if you just let it. I mean, I know that, you know, things aren't that great right now for socializing or whatever, but there are, and I'm so afraid of, I would be so afraid of, like, websites. There's a lot of mischief that's happened, on, you know, from dating sites, or from, you know, from chat rooms. Some pretty bad things have happened, and that's kind of scary to me. But if, you know, if even to just to talk to someone else, you know. King of Cups. I feel like someone is coming in here that has a lot of love for you if you let it. I believe that it will, it'll be somebody, hold on a minute. It's going to be somebody least suspected. Some of you, that chat room thing came up as, I think some of you are already chatting with somebody. I think you should be mindful of that. Really check out who this person is, but I feel like they have love for you. I feel like there's a bond starting for some of you that have already or, you know, as well. I feel like if you give someone the opportunity, I just keep feeling that, give somebody the opportunity, take that sword away for just a minute, take that shield down, and let love in, and it'll pour in to your life. I feel like you need to forgive somebody as well. Somebody here needs to forgive somebody for a wrongdoing, and that might help the whole situation. Palace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're locked. Normally this would be like the overall, you know, the overall presence of a position or a situation, the whole reading, and it's in the reverse. I feel like you're blocking out love. I think someone here is dealing with maybe an ex that wants to come back in. They may be, have contacted you already, or they will. They've seen that you've been alone for a while, single, and they want to come back in here, but you're blocking. I'm thinking that this person will be. I mean, don't if this was a relationship where, you know, there was abuse or you know, things that you just can't get past that happened before, by all means don't do it. But I feel like someone who has had like an ex, like maybe you dated a while and then you guys, you know, they might have moved away, or, you know, something where it wasn't a miserable breakup. I feel like that could be a whole new love, a new love starting all over again if you give it the opportunity. You have the Seven of Cups. You guys have choices here. You just don't, I feel like I said, you're blocking it. You got your whole, you're not thinking about this. I think at one point after you were hurt the last time, you decided that, some of you decided that you weren't going to, focus on love anymore. You're going to focus on, your career, or, money, accumulating money. But I think you're lacking as well in here. Because of that, you've completely blocked it out. You have the Six of Coins. I'm going to put this over here. I'm feeling like somebody may meet somebody. You're going to be short on change when you go in to either get like coffee or breakfast somewhere. I feel like it's a quick thing, like you grab a sandwich and a coffee or something, and you don't have quite enough change in your pocket. It feels like someone's going to offer, or they might even just offer to pay for your coffee, or your whatever it is you're buying could be something else. But I feel like I feel like a couple people standing at a counter, and you are rifling, looking for change, and somebody says, I'll pay for it. and it's going to spark a conversation. So be forewarned if that happens. There's something about that in a relationship. Let's see what else here. Virgo. Ace of Swords. And it's so funny because it's in the... I'm still getting this you blocking it feeling. I think it's going to be hard for you to take that guard down. Even when you're ready. You're so used to saying certain things, like somebody gives you a compliment and you like, you know, you say something negative about yourself. I think you have a habit of that. Somebody has a habit of that. And it reflects on your conversations with everyone. That's what it feels like. So be mindful of that, whoever's doing that. I feel like there's a new beginning that can come in here if you let it. It's going to take even watching the way you talk, it feels. In order to let love in, you got to love yourself. I feel like someone is so negative about their self at this point that they Page of Wands in the reverse, that they down their self, even in regular conversation, it feels like. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse as well. I think someone is doing online courses, and you're going to need help with a project. You're going to need help with something that you're doing, and you're going to use a like a tutor, an online tutor kind of thing. I don't know why that's relevant, but it came to me just now. So I feel like there must be something in this reading for you, if that's you. I feel like I still feel like blocking. Like when this Page of Wands, this one always makes me feel in this deck, it makes me feel throwing caution to the wind. Winds of change, things coming in here that are going to excite you. See, she's like excited and jumping, and it just feels like something wonderful's just happened, and you're like throwing throwing confetti in the air. You know what I mean? But it's in the reverse, so I still feel this blockage that even while I'm talking about it, you guys are like, yeah, well, I'm not going to let somebody do that to me again. And it's hard because if you don't let anybody in, how will you ever know? I mean, and then you'll get older in life and you'll realize that you're alone, and the older you get, I think someone here has scars that they're afraid to let anybody see. I'm feeling it very strong. I'm seeing like the tattoos on her legs and stuff, but I'm feeling like scars. I'm feeling like you down yourself all the time. You don't want anybody to see you without clothes on. That's a big deal for you. You wear clothes that cover up wherever this scar is. I can't place where it might be. I keep being focused on her legs though, on her calves, her lower half of her legs area. I feel like you may, if it's on your legs, then you're like conscious of it, you know, and you're you don't want anybody to see it, so you're wearing pants or whatever is covering, you know, to cover this. I feel like someone else has, you have a tattoo of your ex on your arm, maybe somewhere. You got their name on you, and you're constantly trying to cover it up because you can't afford to go get it taken off, or cover it up with something. Uh, there's something in this for you, if that's you. But I feel like you aren't looking. You aren't looking. Not that that's a bad thing at times, but I think some of you have taken a very long time to get over someone. And in the meantime, you are, as they've moved on, you are still stuck in this constantly. You know, like you're constantly thinking about the things that they did, or like you're, I mean, not even the bad things, but the good things. Um, you're stuck on them. You're stuck in a mode. You got the Hermit. I think that you guys need to get a hold of those feelings, self-reflect, use some self-love, know that it wasn't you. I think they might have even said things like, well, it's because of your scar, or it's because of I can't deal with this about you. And so you think that everybody feels that way. One thing that, you know, that might irritate someone about you, it's just like you with yourself. What one person, you might be irritated to death about something that someone does all the time or something, but the next person might love them for that. They might think it's adorable or something. So you got to remember that it's the same thing for yourself, that, you know, one person might have said something, and that person might have said it out of haste or out of malice, trying to be mean to you because they were just not your person, and they weren't happy either, and it's over, and those feelings should be let go. That's what it feels like here. Taking time to realize that you are a great person, that you matter, that I don't think you had a good support system in your life early on for some of you. And I'm not talking about financially or anything. I'm talking about like maybe when you were in school, your parents never came to any of your games, or if you were a cheerleader, they didn't come see you do that when you saw other parents there, and, you know, just things like that. I think it started at an early age for some of you, and it just progressed, and then as soon as someone else, you know, acted funny towards you in a relationships, any kind of relationships, that you took it, and that those old feelings came back up. You have the Knight of Cups. Definitely love coming in here, I feel. Just, I don't think they're going to be what you think they are, or who they think they are. Justice. Balancing of the energies. There's going to be a balance coming in here for you guys. I think someone, that you're either talking to already, or that is going to be coming in here. I think that they're going to lie to you, not meaning to be malicious or anything like that. I think that they're not quite the person that they're saying they'd be. But I get the feeling that someone here does that online themselves, because of the scarring that I was talking about, or it could be from having children. It could just be, it could be from an accident, it could be from an operation, it could just be a birth defect. But I feel like someone here has this problem in this other person, and you cover it up. You don't tell anybody about it because you're ashamed. So you keep this online presence, and nobody can tell from your pictures. And I think this person's going to be doing it too. That's what I think. I feel like you're going to meet somebody who's more like you than you know. And they're going to want to meet. They're going to want to end up meeting up eventually, but I think you guys might have already been talking, and you don't realize that the two of you have something in common. And that's when this is going to come in. Complete. You're going to be like completed. That's what it feels like. You're going to be in control and completed, and you're going to finally find that love that you want, because they're more like you. That's what it feels like. That's nice. I really like that. Let's see. Let's pull some grace cards on this. See what's in there for you, Virgos. Spirits, guides. What else do you have for... Whoa! Try to jump right off the table. Well, you have gratitude. Be thankful. A grateful heart is like a magnet drawing toward it a wealth of abundance. And you have patience. Trust in divine timing. Your future holds something far greater than your past. That is a nice one. And look what came up. Love. This is a beautiful card. I feel like this. I feel like a nice energy, a nice power coming from that. Could you imagine just standing somewhere and seeing something like that just floating there? It just feels like the power of the universe in it. Share your heart. To love another is the ultimate expression of grace. Yeah, what I've been saying. I think you need to open up. I think that divine timing is coming in here that is going to change the way you think about love. You're going to find someone that there's such a strong connection. I don't think you realize, you may have already met them for some of you. I feel like you're going to understand it with this 8 coming in here. I feel like 8 of growth. I feel like saying 8 of growth. That's what it feels like. It's going to be coming in here fast. You're going to understand it for what it is, and I'm hoping that you... I still feel like some of you are going to shut it out, but you need to give this person a chance. You need to bring balance in, guys, to... you're never whole. You can't just be lopsided, you know, with work or emotion. And we're social animals, you know. I'm not telling you to go out and go to a bar or nothing like that. I'm saying, even getting out, go have lunch in the park. You know, take a sandwich, lunch, bag lunch or something, and go sit in the park on a bench. You might meet your soulmate there. You might, you know, I'm sure you don't want to do that if you're in a major city that has a terrible park that, you know, violence in there. Don't go at night, obviously. But you know, do something. Do something to get out, to give the opportunity for the love to drop to you. That's what I feel like saying. Okay, let me see. Is there anything else here? I feel like I'm going to pull a Queen of the Moon Oracle. There's something in there before I close the reading. Spirits, guides, what else do you have for Virgo? The love and relationships. May 10th to the 16th, 2021, Virgo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get over there. You have the Void. It's number 1. Which would be a beginning of some sort. I don't want to cover up that love over there. Let me go here. All right. I'm going to read from the book on that for you. It's number 1. See, make sure you can see that. The Void. Your time to rest and reset is here. Release all that does not serve you. Stop resisting. The void is a time of possibility, not just darkness. There is nothing to fear in letting go of negative patterns and habits. So let go of the old. What I've been saying. The dark moon often looks like just a darker piece of the night sky, and in some cultures the way it appears harkens back to the idea of the void. It is a place of unknowable secrets, a state of everything and nothing, or a place to prepare or rest before moving on. To me personally, there is a relieving, restful quality about this darkest moon that allows pondering and decisions about what we can jettison before making fresh plans for the new moon, which is the next day. If you find yourself resisting the dark moon, it is usually a clear sign that you are being stubborn about letting go of something that is old and not serving you in a positive way any longer. Often that is a fear or pattern that was created to protect you in some way. However, now it is outdated, yet you are still carrying it or acting it out. Know that this moon is powerful, but it is also incredibly gentle in the way it helps you unravel what actually is, so you can so you can embrace the fresh start of tomorrow. Relax, reframe, and think about how much better your life will be without that bad habit, fear, or pattern. Get very clear about the possibilities of this transformation and what it will give you in real terms. This is the power of the dark moon. It is the optimum time in the cycle to release the old and cut the cords of relationships and traumas that deserve no time and attention in your present. Wow, that is, I have to say that's exactly what I've been talking about. There's some of you here that are like holding on to something old that doesn't serve you anymore, and you need to let that go, because you can't let in new love if you're harboring feelings about some wrongdoing that has happened to you before. You're just going to continue to look for the wrongdoing in other people. All right, Virgo, that's it for this week. Like, share, subscribe, please. I appreciate the support. Check your sun, moon, and rising always. If it didn't resonate, even if it did, check them just to make sure that there's not something further that you could add to this. Don't make it resonate. Don't try to make it resonate if it doesn't. Every reading isn't for everybody. All right, guys. Have a great week and see you next video.